In 1980, the tangle of streets where Bleecker met 6th Avenue was its own little Italy. Trips to Raffetto's Pasta, Zito's Bakery, Feccio's Sausage, and the Green Grocer, where the produce was displayed in horse carts, were every housewife's daily gauntlet. Old men stood in front of Our Lady of Pompeii, watching out for strangers night and day. You knew you belonged when they gave you a nickname. I lived in a shotgun apartment above the laundromat at 48 Carmine Street. They called me counselor because I went to NYU Law School. As I turned the corner, I saw fire trucks choking the street. One of the old guys called out.
"Oh, you missed it, counselor. It was a scorcher."
"Where?"
"The laundromat."
He waited for his words to sink in. As I ran down the block, he yelled.
"It don't look good, kid."
There was a fireman boarding up the door to my apartment. "I live here."
Not tonight.
I helplessly yanked on the broken doorknob. "Yeah, tonight. I need my stuff."
Well, Marshall will let you in tomorrow. Not much left anyway.
He was right. My clothing was ravaged. Hemlines and shirt sleeves were singed and jagged like homemade Halloween costumes. Love letters and mom's letters were cinders. Photos and mementos from my junior year abroad had become a congealed mess. My grandmother's pearls were drowned in a river of sodden ash. Nothing I needed or wanted or cherished remained. When describing the scene later to a friend, my hands shook. Then my whole body shuddered and I sobbed. "Everything's gone."
It could have been worse.
"Oh, sure. I could have been hit by a bus crossing 6th Avenue.
You could have been hit by a bus. But you're okay. You only lost your things.
I don't even have a pair of clean underwear."
You can borrow mine.
I didn't respond.
You can replace everything starting tomorrow.
Could I? I'd never find another set of Lenin nesting dolls like the ones I smuggled out of Moscow in 1976. They reminded me of how my traveling buddies and I broke curfew at 3 a.m. to make snow angels in Red Square. My grandmother's neck smelled like sugar cookies. A hint of vanilla still clung to her pearls. And I knew the Palmer Perfect letter my mother would send to cheer me up could not quell my homesickness the way her weekly letters had during my first weeks of college. I wasn't okay. My past was not my prologue. Those things represented chapters in my life. They helped me remember who I had been and where I had come from. Would my life story be as good without them? After a couple of months of couch surfing, I returned to a rebuilt Carmine Street. I never pressed a rose, bought a new outfit on layaway, or saved a letter ever again. My ability to form attachments to places or things was permanently stunted. For a while, even people had to work hard to earn a place in my heart. Like Scarlett O'Hara after the fall of Tara, I vowed misfortune would never daunt me again. And then I lost my breast. I was 35 and married, had 2 toddler daughters, and a robust career. Friends dropped off greasy casseroles and chewy brownies as if it were my wake.
You'll be okay.
Most people tried to cheer me by saying,
"Anybody could get hit by a bus tomorrow."
After the initial shock, I was ready to put cancer behind me. I didn't even consider reconstructive surgery. Me, as a woman with 2 breasts, was gone. The mortified 11-year-old trying on her first bra. The young lawyer wearing a pink Angora sweater to make a man at work notice. At least I married that man. But what about the new mother, gently prodding each newborn daughter's lips to suckle for the first time? I wanted to hold on to that awestruck young woman forever. But the fire had taught me that what was taken wasn't as important as who I would become without it. It was time to pick up what was left of me and move on. But I couldn't. Even after my hair grew back and my daughters stopped staring at my asymmetric chest, I felt rootless, yet trapped. It was that damned bus everyone was always talking about. Mine was downstairs now, idling on the corner with sooty exhaust pouring out the back. It was waiting just for me. When the fire took my past, I found a way to tomorrow. But now cancer was threatening my future. That didn't leave me much to work with, except today.